Also at the state capitol today, a push for choice. Advocates coming to rally for parents getting to choose what school their child attends and the money to make that choice.
Supporters say this gives parents more options, but those against it say it hurts those left behind. THV 11's Ian Russell joins us with more on the rally. Ian.
Yeah, Faith Rowley. Well, every parent, of course, wants what's best for their kids, and this is no different. As you mentioned there, those at the Capitol say this is another tool for parents to make sure their kids get the education they deserve. But those opposed tell me there is more than meets the eye here and that the repercussions aren't being discussed.
This is not about school choice. This is about parental choice.
There's a lot of things that parents get to choose, and at the state capitol Thursday, advocates pushed for one more.
No child should ever be trapped in a failing school or sentenced to a lifetime in poverty because of the school they are forced to attend.
Along with Governor Sanders, those in favor of parents selecting where their students get to go to school rallied for that choice.
You can't get a more important choice than how we're going to educate our children.
Ryan Norris, State Director for Americans for Prosperity Arkansas, is pushing for the change. He says parents aren't finding what they want at their child's current school.
That makes it very frustrating for some parents. So when we're able to have a situation where a parent can choose a better option, then let's allow those parents to make those options.
That choice could come as a voucher. Of course, not everyone agrees with this. Veronica McLean is a parent who says she agrees that students need the best, but there's something that's not being considered.
Public education should be the most funded, the most resourced, the most equitable, the most easily accessible providers of education in our country.
Just as important, she says, is what happens when students leave a school, especially to those who stay.
If we have access to something and we get that voucher, and we take our kid to another school, what happens to all the kids that are left behind? Do we care about them?
And while there's still a lot that has to happen before parents could have the choice, Norris says they're ready to make it.
I know it sounds scary, but it really isn't as scary as you think. We make these consumer decisions on a daily basis with all kinds of choices. So this is just adding this most important choice to that mix.
And after today's rally, Governor Sanders signed an executive order aimed at education. It says she wants to develop a more streamlined system for schools and districts to apply for federal aid and state funding. There's been nothing official from the governor yet about school choice.